After DRICUS du Plessis and KHAMZAT CHIMAEV finally came face to face, the MMA world was shocked by CHIMAEV's size compared to DRICUS, with the Chechen looking massive. DRICUS, who is already considered a strong and big guy, was asked about the public's surprise and whether he was also impressed by KHAMZAT CHIMAEV's size. Check out DRICUS du Plessis' response when asked if that huge size of CHIMAEV could simply be an illusion caused by the camera angle, since many people commented that he looked almost 2 meters tall.
I don't know if it's the angle of the camera, but a lot of people were saying that KHAMZAT looks like huge, like 7 feet tall. But I can confirm, because I look about 6'3", that DRICUS is very tall.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe the angle, I haven't seen the video, but I can promise you, you'll see. You'll see. I mean, I stood in front of him, he's definitely not taller than me. Maybe a little, maybe like half an inch, but I don't know, but yeah, you'll see. Well, I mean, and the other thing, I don't give a shit how big he is. It's not what wins fights, but yeah, I saw him, he's definitely not bigger than me.
DRICUS was also asked about what he felt when standing face to face with KHAMZAT CHIMAEV, who is considered an intimidating guy.
A few moments ago, you and KHAMZAT CHIMAEV, you guys ran into each other. He came up to you. What'd you make of that? What'd you see when you looked in his eyes?
Yeah, I saw him. I mean, there was nothing but respect. I mean, he said to me that he's happy that I'm healthy and ready to go. And I said to him, right back at you. I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be that hostile. But when the cage door closes, I'm in there to kill him.
The fighter was asked if he considers CHIMAEV the toughest opponent he has ever faced, at least on paper, taking into account everything the Chechen has accomplished so far.
When you look at KHAMZAT CHIMAEV and what he's done so far, do you think that he's the toughest opponent so far, at least on paper?
Yeah, I mean, I got the best striker in, I got the best boxer in Strickland. Now it's just the other side of the spectrum. You know, everybody sees this is the best wrestler. It's okay, let's see. For me, it is about the next best guy, fighting the best in the world. You know, KHAMZAT is that guy right now, and after him, there's going to be another one who people think is the best, and I will just prove time and time again that there is only one, and that's me. Let me tell you this, the goal always remains the same, to be the greatest to ever do this sport. You know, seeing the statue, the greatest there ever was, the greatest will ever do it, that's my aspirations, and that's where I see myself 10, 15 years from now.
The fighter was asked about the scene where Bruce Buffer will do the introductions and they will stare each other down in the center of the cage, and whether he has already imagined that moment or prefers to wait and experience it.
I don't think there has been a bigger moment in MMA this year than there's going to be when, you know, Bruce Buffer does the announcements and they're, you know, fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? And the two of you are just staring each other down. Like, have you visualized that yet, or are you just waiting for that exact moment?
Absolutely, I visualize it every single time. Look, I'm getting goosebumps as I said it. I just visualized it again. Every fight I visualize it. But yeah, you can visualize all you want when you get in there. I can't wait for that moment. You know, it's the most terrifying moment on earth. I've done some crazy stuff in my life. There is no moment as terrifying as that. And it's not just this guy with this guy or this guy. Every single time. I did with Strickland twice. And I think I might have been more scared or more terrified the second time around. Because everything comes down to it. The last 3 months, everything that I've done in my whole life comes down to this moment. And they are like, are you ready? Yeah, it's automated. Are you ready? No, probably not. But yeah, I'm ready. I did everything I can. Let's go.
DRICUS was asked about the betting odds placing him as the underdog, even though he is the champion and has overcome every challenger he has faced, and whether that made him feel disrespected.
Like, I'm looking at the odds, they got you as the underdog. You are the champion. I mean, you know, they put challengers in front of you and all you do is beat them. Do you feel disrespected?
No, not really. I mean, no, I don't feel disrespected. I think a guy like KHAMZAT is deserving of all this hype, you know, the way he's been doing things. But just on resume, my resume kicks his ass. It's not even a question. But, you know, it's KHAMZAT. He's a big name and he has a massive following. And it's great for me to go and fight him, because putting that all aside, the fact that he's a big name with, you know, with the people that follow him and love him, and he's an incredible fighter. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me. It's not, yeah, personalities, all that kind of things, it's great, but for me, I only started this, and this is the only thing I want to get out of this, is the fact that I want to be the greatest fighter ever. No doubt, I want to be the GOAT. That's what I'm chasing. That's when I started the sport, what I wanted to be. And I believe the only way to get to that, just to get into that conversation, is to fight the best of the best. And KHAMZAT Chimaev is the next best guy. There's no doubt. That is 100%. This is not a title fight where some people say, I think they should have given the shot to this guy or this guy or this guy. Everybody, this is the fight. And that's what I think a champion is, fighting the guy that people know is the next best guy. And that's what I plan on doing, always.
Is like, KHAMZAT's big, right? KHAMZAT's big. DDP's my size. You seen the picture of him and Bisping? Bisping's a big dude. DDP dwarfs big. DDP is walks around about 240. Light heavy. DDP's huge. So for KHAMZAT, it's gonna be dealing with that mass, and he's durable and unorthodox. So the odds makers are gonna say, the first round, of course, if KHAMZAT wins, and if it ends before 2 rounds, it's KHAMZAT all day. I would extend that after seeing this to even the first 3 rounds. 4 and 5 is what I want to see. I want to see KHAMZAT in the 4th and 5th. And if KHAMZAT's lighting his ass up, because DDP is gonna be tough to finish. So if KHAMZAT's in the 4th and 5th finish him, then you got one. We got a real one. Yeah, I'm a huge DDP fan. I wasn't always sold on him because his technique's a little unorthodox. He's a little wild. So I'm like, something's gonna catch up with him, but it hasn't. That motherfucker just wins. He's so tough. That's why, to me, like, this is such a great fucking fight. Such a good fight. Because DDP hasn't fought anybody like KHAMZAT, and KHAMZAT hasn't fought anybody like DDP. And if you look at KHAMZAT's fights, again, this can be the knock on him. Not from me, from the fan base. It's going to be Kamaru Usman. If that was 5 rounds, he probably would have lost that one. Again, he was dealing with a health issue. His fight against Gilbert Burns, that was 5 rounds. That was kind of back and forth. If he fights like that, which he's not going to, their odd makers are going to sway towards DDP. But again, his fight against Robert Whittaker, you're like, what the fuck was that? Broke his jaw. Yeah, Robert Whittaker's the fucking real deal, man. What, Robert Whittaker? Bro, he's so good. He fucking dog walked him.
I just don't think people have seen a lot of it, so it changes the game. I think if, KHAMZAT mentioned it, he said, Robert Whittaker took me down. He did. He got a good time takedown. I got up very easily. When Rob took me down, I got up with no problems, took him down, and I dominated him on the floor in a way where I was landing, I cut him, I was landing massive elbows. The threat of the choke was there the whole time, and the round ended. And I'm sure if that round didn't end at that stage, it would have been the end of the fight right there. But yeah, I mean, I guess people haven't seen too much of my grappling and wrestling that much, but at the end of the day, I'm a complete MMA fighter, and that's why I'm the best in the world. I can strike with anyone, I can grapple with anyone, I can wrestle with anyone, but when it comes to putting it all together, I'm the best in the world.
PLESSIS versus KHAMZAT Chimaev. How do you feel about this fight, and where do you see this fight?
Remember, KHAMZAT never have a conditioning problem before this. After COVID, it really messed him up. And I was there. He was bleeding, like throwing up like blood. But as far as I know now, he's in Russia, he's in camp, he's focused. It's hard to bet against focused KHAMZAT, healthy KHAMZAT, but also this du Plessis guy. Like the way he wins, I was like, how this guy win? Like he's just so tough, so durable. He's a warrior, man. He really is a warrior.
It's a crazy puzzle to solve, because it's so, the way he moves, everything he does is so weird. The gas tank is crazy. The angles he comes with is very weird. But what we haven't seen people do to him is mixing strikes and takedowns. They all strike, and then he shells up, moves back. They stop striking, and then he gets another go. But I think what would be important in a DRICUS fight is hit him with a couple shots, make him shell up like he likes to do, and then push him against the cage, wrestle with him, get into the clinch.
Still leaning towards DRICUS because of the experience I have with training with both the guys. I just don't see KHAMZAT finishing him early, and I see DRICUS building in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. I see him edging it out, but we'll see. Hopefully it never happens and I can jump in.
I feel that this fight can be as fast as the Whittaker fight, I think this fight can be really, really fast. But I can see this fight going to the second, the third round, and then I see some advantage for DRICUS, you know what I mean? Like, I think Khamzat, to make him stay on the ground and all that, and DRICUS is not bad on the ground, you know? So to make him stay on the ground and all that, if DRICUS can take like 1.5 rounds or 2 rounds, maybe Khamzat would be like fatigued for doing so much strength and all that, and then the fight's gonna get better to DRICUS, you know? Actually, right now, it's hard to bet against DDP because he always shut my mouth, you know? I always bet against him and he always shut my mouth. So it's hard to bet against him, but it's hard to bet against Khamzat. It's just gonna be how prepared to the Khamzat style. That is not a wrestling style, it's a different thing. That's the mistake that people do a lot. They prepare to fight against a wrestler, and Khamzat is not, it's not pure wrestling. He has a system. He does something different. He puts jiu-jitsu on the wrestling, so he needs to be well prepared, not against a wrestler, but against this Khamzat style. And I don't know if he's gonna be ready for that. Like,
P